All right, Nick, it's a problem that could help keep 31,000 Detroiters from losing their homes to foreclosure.
It is called Pay As You Stay. It's about to hit the floor at the State House in Lansing. Business editor Rob Maloney shows us how this would work. Rod?
A lot of homeowners don't know that there are actually two different kinds of foreclosure that can get you into trouble. The first one is not paying your mortgage. Yeah, the bank will want to come and take the house from you. But there's also tax foreclosure. You don't pay the property taxes, you can lose the house there as well. But you don't have to, and there are ways to avoid this. Let's find out how. Over the past several years, Wayne County's cut its tax foreclosure rates by more than 80%. But a small group who can least afford their property tax bills still have trouble, and Mayor Mike Duggan says he thinks they've found a solution.
So if you have been caught up in something where you probably should have appealed it 3 years ago and you didn't, we have a way of fixing it. And we've got people who did not exercise their appeal rights that probably would have been successful.
Let's say your tax bill is more than 10% of your property's value. If your income is less than $19,000 for single taxpayers, $28,000 for married taxpayers, this new plan would automatically reduce that to 10%. Then all the penalties and fees that get tacked on would get cut, and you can take a 0% loan for 3 years, and that would reduce your tax bill by 60 to 80%. Still, in the meantime, Wayne County Treasurer Eric Sabri is telling all who owe these bills they still need to act.
We are urging individuals to come to the Wayne County Treasurer's office at 400 Monroe, the 5th floor, to meet with a specialist to help address their tax issues and to check with their local assessor's office to see if they're eligible for an exemption from property taxes.
So essentially this is designed to stop grinding poverty and to stabilize neighborhoods, keep people living there that are there in their homes. Pay As You Stay is the name of the program, but they need legislative approval, as we talked about, and that goes up to Lansing in the next couple of weeks. Back to you.
And what are you getting a sense as far as the prospects of the legislation actually passing, Rod?
Well, I think that they're pretty clear-headed about it. They know that it's not easy, but they do have some bipartisan support. And there are some counties around the state that would also like to do this. So it looks like they have a shot at it, but as we know up in Lansing, you never say it's done until the cake is actually baked.
Certainly the way we feel right now in this budget battle. Exactly right. All right, Rod.
Beautiful.